and done here. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. If you're saying, hey, what about the Crystal Edge Technology Screens? I thought it'd be best because, like I said, we need everything to synchronize for our next level. So we have to, well, I want everything to be in sync. Now our emails are going to be immersed because I use that for one part, but we're probably going to use the other one for something else too, for business. Most likely be for business because I'm going to get those two mixed up. All right, so today, well, yeah, this is today. Early in the morning, we are building a scrap screen. So pretty much, it's a screen made by scraps of wood around the shop. I got it exactly 120 inches. Usually I'm off by a couple inches, but I got it exactly 120 inches. I got my measurements written down. I'll post them so you can know exactly how to get an exact point of 120-inch screen. Now I'm not worried about it because the screen's borderless, so we're good. All right, so let's show you what we got here. This is actually made by, all the parts and everything are just from stuff laying around in the shop. We have it here. This is how you measure your screen this way on an angle. We come in at, boom, if I can back it up a little bit here, 120 right there, right on the edge. How many scraps are in the screen? Well, we got it stapled here. That's one. That's two pieces together. And then we got it scrapped, stapled here. And then we got it, the extensions, little squares stapled here. And then we got our little squares here to expand the wood. Now, for you, it'd be much easier because you'll be just doing 1, 2 in the middle, and you're done. Me, I actually put this thing together piece by piece. This part is stapled. The other end has brackets on the other end. And the reason why I do it that way, and I got to go back over the staples with a piece of wood and a mallet, so we bang them down nice and flat. The reason why you do not put brackets on this side, this is a big no-no, because when you go to stretch your material, you will get an imprint of the brackets pushing through, and that is an annoying thing to look at, especially if you have a screen that's borderless. You're going to see these imprints of these brackets pushing right through your material. So on this side we staple only, on the other side we put the brackets. I'm about to put my center in, and that's it. Beautiful thing about when we do the screen, I do not have to go in and pad anything because we're spraying the application on. So I got my measurements over there. Plus side of basically, you better not be on my staircase. The plus side of being able to living by yourself, I can run power tools at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, and I don't disrupt anybody because it's just me. All right, that's the plus side of it. I can run my power. I can do anything I want to tell you the end of the day. But we don't. That's one of the things I had to wait for. I'm a builder. I like to build stuff at the end of the day. So if I get up at the minute I get up at whatever time I get up in the morning, I run right down to the shop. I start building stuff. I want to operate my power tools. Now, I try to be nice to the neighbors and not operate power tools outside, but inside the shop, I would like to be to work my equipment. All right, so let's plug this in, get this done. I have to go upstairs. We're going to be on the ultra short though today. Like I said, we're going to be swapping projectors back and forth on the screen. Man, this thing has been fun, man. That's all I've been thinking about. Actually, I was on last night doing some gaming on the screen last night, but this is going to be a much bigger screen. Now, we're not bringing this up the stairs. That's virtually impossible. So I had to take it out the front door, walk it up the driveway, and bring it into the house because this is going on the deck. This is going to be my inside and outside screen, but mostly it's going to be on the deck. That's where it's going to be at. All right, let's get this going so we can get this done. Safety glasses. The safety glasses up. That's the magical question. That's the magical question. Did we put them up? we've been on the forum sites quite a lot to start advertising this new technology, and we got a lot of buzz over it. People are excited. This is going to be, I mean, the white levels on this technology is insane. But as I said before, we're going to improve that. We want it much higher than that. And the fact that we're just throwing every day, we're going to throw a different projector on it. I'm going to see if we can go through the whole 70. I got 70 of them down here around here somewhere. Yeah, we can go through the whole thing. We're just going to throw different projectors on it. There's no point doing the same projector every day, every day, every day, every day. We really want to test this screen and see what it's capable of doing. Because like I said, the screen does something that the other screen paints don't do. So we need to really test this. That 9 screen, I had somebody contact me about the 9 screen certified. We did it, that was for fun. That screen blew through them like it was nothing. So we're curious now, what other screens can it go through? So that's why we're going to do 30 screens, try to do 30 screens. So I'm going to be contacting certified screens from every place I can get my hands on. Ultra short throws, right now we're doing ultra short throw today. So we did yesterday, we did ultra short throw already. We did ultra short throw 1,000 lumens, 3,000 lumens. Yesterday we did 50 lumens, 150 lumens. Went back to 3,000 lumens, and we did 52, which we use those to make sure the screen's not hot spotting. We used 4,000, 5,000, and then today we're going to go on ultra short throw applications for today. Oh, we're going to be outside on ultra short throw too. If the weather plays right, we'll be outside on ultra short throw. Well, God allows us to be out. We'll be out. All right, let's get this party started so we can be done. Let's see if we're on or off on that one. I had 2 lines there. Oh, perfect fit. Yay! I put 2 lines on it. Which one is it? Actually, was the one we wanted. Just let you know, it doesn't have to be exactly in the middle. You know, I mean, if you're off on that, you're not going to mess your screen up. Some people just, I've seen demonstrations where somebody was building a screen. They brought it this different form, 3 different forms of saws, and all you're doing is just building a frame, for God's sakes. That's all you're doing. This was built out of scrap wood. So if I can build out of scrap wood, you can go to Home Depot and get it right from there. Now, mind, if you don't have the equipment to cut it, just go to Home Depot, and they will cut it right there on the spot for you. So you're good to go. I like to use, what do we got with this? Hold on. What are these? These aren't tubes, are they? Hold on a minute. What's my measuring tape? Measuring tape is never around when needed. I swear I lose that thing more than, oh, there we go. Yeah, these are tubes. Definitely tubes. That's definitely 4, right? Yeah, 4. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. All right, so basically those are 2 inches wide and about 1 inch high. That's all you need, pretty much. The only time you use 4, unless you're building something really big. 150 and up, I will use 4. 4 inches wide, 1 inch high. But anything else, you can do it at 2 inches wide and 1 inch high. That's basically about it. The reason why I prefer to build over buy is because, again, you can customize that frame any way you want. Now, say this one we got it laying flat. Say you've decided to make a box out of it, which means you raise it up like we got this one over here. This one's designed to be like a box frame. This is how this screen is designed. It's a box frame. The reason why this is like this is because it was acoustic at first. Acoustic, usually you build them like this so that way you can load your speakers on the inside with no problem. Unless you basically got an area in your wall cut out where you can actually tuck your speakers in and lay your screen against it, you can do it that way. But if you don't want to go into all that, you can basically just build a box frame and basically just install your speakers in or just lay your speakers in if you want to. That's another way to do it. There's so many different ways you can build frames, it's not even funny. There's collapsible frames that collapse right in the middle. You basically just cut the screen and you put hinges in here, here, and here. Of course, basically you want to use a form of a spandex material because it's going to have to be able to fold down and expand at the same time back and forth. If you use a regular material, you're going to have problems with that. So you want to use something that's going to give with the wood. As in hanging a screen, oh my goodness, there are so many different ways to hang a screen, it's not even funny. You could design the coffee table effect, which basically you take screws and you basically screw them in here, here, and here, or if you take the table, take the screen, and you flip it over. It's like a little small coffee table. The reason why you do it that way is because when you install your LED lights to the back of the screen pushes out a little bit from the wall, causing a reflection to bounce off the wall and off the screen. Now, if you're doing that and you want a real serious effect, then what you do is the back of your screen, you coat that bone white. Everything, the wood, everything, bone white. That's going to give you a better reflection. When the reflection comes off the side of the back of the screen, it's going to hit the white wall. It works much better with the white wall. It just does. With the white wall, and then bounces back and hits the screen, it's going to be reflecting back and forth. This is going to push more light out from around your screen. It's like so much stuff. You can use a spring support system. We like to use those for outside. Gives the screen more give. So it's basically long screws you can get from Home Depot or Lowe's, about that long. Connect them here, connect them there. The bottom you can actually connect with bungees. Yeah, there's so many different ways you can build them. It's not even funny. So I think what we'll do is we'll get a stack of lumber shipped in, and we'll just build a couple of prototype frames and show you all the cool stuff, how you can build them and design them. There's so many different ways you can go with them. You can actually put them on a track where they slide back and forth when they lock out. We did that with a somebody wanted a portable drive-in screen that they can come up in their driveway. The screen had wheels on it and everything. We built a track system to put wheels on it so we can bring it out, and then the screen would come in and it would be on a track. It would slide open and it would lock. There's so many different ways. You know, you ought to check out over and we had the closet section where they have over at Home Depot, all those gear. Oh man, you guys are missing so much. It's not even funny. But again, we'll build some prototypes and show you how it's done. If you haven't seen the stuff I've already built I built frames for motorized projection screens outside. We built multiple frames for different forms of screens used for tension, and we built a 180-inch frame to the deck. Done that one. Actually even built stands for our projectors. So, yep. Doing it different. All right, so since this side on this side is going to have, this needs the staples on this side. Where we have the staples? Are we good? Yeah, almost done on that one. Now, as I said before, basically, when you get all your staples in, take a piece of wood like so, take a mallet and bang it down. You don't want to bang directly into the wood because you put divots in the wood. So put a piece of wood over top of it, hit it with a mallet or hammer or whatever, so that way you can flatten out your staples. Do not put brackets on the opposite side, because it'll be your personal nightmare at the end of the day, because you will see that imprint pushing through on each corner. All right, we're done with you. Let's put you up. I still can't believe God's amazing, because I'm thinking like, okay, I'm going to be at least about 2 inches off on this, maybe exactly 120 inches to a T on a strap frame. That is freaking amazing. Every place I moved at, we're building stuff. I think the one house, well, yeah, I forgot about that. I built a 158-inch, 235.1 frame with speakers on the back of it. I remember putting that thing together. They was like, do you freaking sleep on that one? We had houses connected together. This one, my house is not even connected to my neighbor's house, so, you know, what you do. Which is fantastic. All right, so that side's done right there. I'm hearing Taco do something destructive. I don't know why. I knew I heard something. Soundbar's not connected. Soundbar's not connected. Let's see, where's the soundbar at? Yeah, that's what I was hearing. I was hearing something weird. I was like, wait a minute, there's a humming sound coming from somewhere. Where is that coming from? It was the soundbar, wasn't connected in. Let's put our brackets on this side. Oh, yeah, that would never fit up the stairs, like literally, which I would love to have it upstairs, but it would never fit. I'll be forever trying to get that thing up the stairs. That's not gonna work. That's like going to the head. That's not gonna work. That could push through. I don't know if we're going to do that when we're done. These could have came in handy. Could have used these right here. Two of those in there. That definitely would have came in handy. Why is it every time when I want small screws, I get on big screws, I get small screws. I want small screws, I get big screws. I get what I want. Alright, so let's see the other one. I really want to use the Richmond salt today. I'll use it just be perfect. It should be perfect. one. Perfect. That's a perfect size right there. That'll definitely work. That'll definitely work. Well, that's done. That can't be good. Where are you? Where are you? This one's all day. We're gonna go, oh, I got 150 inch out the front. 150 inches out the back. Pick it up later on. I should got my measurements here. Okay. Oh, pick up now. All right. So right there, done. That's it. Now, like I said, if your middle rail is either too far to the left or right, that really does not make a difference at all, period. Trust me. If someone says it got to be directly in the center of the screen. Oh, yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be directly in the center of the screen. That rail is just there to make sure that when you pull the screen down, you don't pull one of these. You don't want a U, or you don't want the frame to bend inward. You want to have a nice support in the middle. That's all it's for. Remember, you know, you had people telling you that you can't build with pine wood. Blah, blah, blah. People have been doing pine wood frames before particular individuals were online on YouTube. They were doing these frames. So again, don't know what they're talking about. If you can build, and it's really easy to do, it's not hard. They make it sound complicated in some places. It's not hard. We made that out of scraps. That's not hard to do. As a matter of fact, my screen sitting upstairs is made out of scraps. One of the, we did two of them. The 48 was done out of scraps. 148 was made out of scraps for the Ultra Short Throw. And the one in the lounge was made out of scraps. There's actually, the bottom of the screen, there's two areas of the bottom of the screen that doesn't fit all the way over. They're actually snapped and connected together. So no, you don't have to, go through all that crap of using miter saws and all this stuff to cut it up. Look, if you've been in art class before, you ever built a canvas screen in art class? All right, 4 pieces of wood, slapped over canvas, stapled in the back, bam, you just built the screen. Literally that fast. There you go, that fast. Go to the art store, they got those kits to build your own canvas. That's all it is, same thing. Nothing technical about it. And it's up to you if you want to get creative with it and design it the way you want to. See, 4 pieces of wood, you're done. That's it. That's all it is. I get asked about this a lot. People are like, do your lights work? Yes, my lights do work. All my lights work through the entire house. I choose not to use them because I like the neon lights. That's why. It's sad how some people that pay attention to my videos in the most negative way possible. Upstairs, we have LED lights upstairs. That's when I was doing testing about, I'm still going to do the battery system, but I was doing some testing with the battery system. That's before EcoFlow came up with this unit that you can plug directly into the box instead of you running these separate lights, because once you do it that way, you can't run your overheads. Because like I said, you're going to be running everything upstairs off a battery pack or battery unit. So the overheads you can't use. You can only use stuff you can plug in. But they came up with this unit that comes with these two 1300 deltas, these big batteries, and you plug that directly into your box. I'm like, wow. So that means you can run everything in the house literally off those batteries, which is a fantastic idea. Man, that saves a lot of time. So before we got to that point, that's why I had the LED lights in the hallway, thinking, okay, I don't want to use a bunch of lamps throughout the entire house. I want to use actual, like, nice lighting. So I found those LED lights on Amazon, and they're basically the same lights they use for hotels and stuff like that to light certain areas up. And that's what I was testing in the hallway. Well, again, people who don't know how to mind their own business, as usual, someone snapped a picture of that and said, oh, I guess your lights don't work. And I had to explain to them, at the end of the day, do you have a life? Those lights do work. Turn them on, lights work with no problem. The reason why they're there is because I was studying basically doing battery systems in the house, because I would like to run everything off solar power, which would be nice. And I was testing to see if those lights would give us enough light overhead, instead of me having a bunch of lamps all over the house. But now, since they have that whole unit where you can plug into the battery, into this whole entire hot box downstairs, that is fantastic. So that's what I'm looking at going. But I'm not doing 2 batteries. I'm probably going to do 3 batteries because I want to use one as a backup. Which I think the second one is a backup, but I always like to be safe, but safe than sorry. Because I'm completely coming off power altogether. And the reason why I'm thinking along these terms and studying water filtration system, water harvesting, all that stuff, hydroelectric energy, I've been studying all this stuff on my free time, is because I want to move out and get a big farm, and I don't want to depend on power companies or none of that stuff. And I'm definitely not drinking from a well at the end of the day. So I got a niece who's military, and she's up in the desert, and she studied water filtration systems on basically how to clean rainwater to make it drinkable. And she has an endless flow of it because, again, That's free. It's free. People don't really think about it. That's all free. Sun that comes up, that's free energy. Rain that comes down, that's free water at the end of the day. And we pay for this stuff at the end of the day. So that's why I started studying about people who basically live out in the middle of nowhere and they use water harvesting. Water harvesting, that's what they use. So it's pretty cool to watch, you know? And the fact that it's all free. You know, they just figured a way how to basically utilize it in some form of power, basically filtrate it, they clean it. And at the end of the day, when you think about it, you pay for water that you literally can't drink because you really can't drink tap water at the end of the day. People don't think about that. They think, oh, they tell you, well, we're cleaning it and so and so and so and blah, 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 blah. But you still can't drink it. I don't drink tap water. I drink freaking bottled water. I pay a lot of money for bottled water. So at the end of the day, I'm really not drinking any water that I'm actually paying for. I use it for everything else. So, you know, that's the kicker right there. It used to be a time back in the day where you could drink tap water and not get sick. But again, if you can drink, if the water smells funny, or you really can't drink it, or you have to have a unit on your spigot in order for it to clean the water, then they're not doing a good job, are they? And you're paying for it at the end of the day. So, yeah, I might as well just get it from the sky and do it myself. When I had the water company contacted me and like, Mr. Bird, you made a lot of good points in that video. Remember the joint about, what was it, Kramer and the mailman incident? Well, I was supposed to bring the drill. We got to raise the screen up for the 120 inch. He was like, yeah, the idea of a bunch of mailmen running around and doing mail. I had cut the backyard before, but then again, we had different people that lived at this house, and everybody thought they had a green thumb at the end of the day. And I'm pretty sure whoever planted what in whatever part of the backyard that I bumped into messed me up. So, I have no idea what I was cutting yesterday. There's all kinds of crap that grows in the backyard. Whatever back there jacked me up. But it ain't work, I can breathe. One of the projects I want to do with that section over there, and I don't care about drilling into that. I get some free time. I want to strip that out, take that whole entire. I don't like the crown molding. I'm gonna take the crown molding out and reinstall it in, which they really don't care at the end of the day because again, I upgrade the house. All this right here is gonna be done when we're done. This is just for testing. When I go to pull out, I'm gonna basically. I'm not gonna. Somebody that alone. Y'all don't need to know about that. What I'm gonna be hooking them up with. All right, let me see. Where the freak is the screen? Oh, in the other room. Ha! Holly Murphy! Holly Murphy! Holly Murphy! Alright, so get this up and going. I think we got it straight. I can't believe you got that straight. You've been hanging screens up for a long time. pretty much know exactly where the screw's going to be. You can line it up and look on the other end and see it. Usually most people, when they're doing that, who get it crooked a few times. Then again, I had an issue with the upstairs because that wall is weird. That wall actually points inward. Hey, wait a minute. How the freak is that pulling up on the screen? We've got to go just for 235.1 upstairs too, but how does it even work it? But anyway, yeah, you hang enough screens, you pretty much know exactly where screws are going, where it's going to fit all the way across without using a leveler. That's what I understand when I watch these demonstrations of people installing their screens and they pull out a lever. Like, what the freak are you doing with a lever in your hand? You should automatically know. Really serious, you should automatically know. That's like the difference between an experienced chef who's been around for a while and a person who's a beginner. A person beginner uses measuring cups. A chef can measure with his hands. He can tell the weight. It's like a person who's been around a lot of money can tell by the weight. They can tell by the weight, but when they hold it, they can tell exactly if it's light or not. And you just know. Where's this joker at? What's over the top is here? That's the theater room right there over the top. Oh, he's in his room. Yeah, because the other one, yeah, he's definitely in his room. I can tell where he's at. He's so up there. We're not being bothered. Crazy cat. My room. Here we go. Well, you can't send it. Nope. Alright. Where is the... Where's the power? We need to... Where were you at, Frankenstein? Huh? Well. Where are you at? I'm doing something destructive. Destructive. You do. Ha ha ha! You furry monster, you! How dare you tempt me? Pickle. There you go. Rock. Wait a minute. You're bored with your screen, so. Raw. 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 See, I just want to understand that whole. Now, you would know automatically know. If you know mind your first time hanging a screen, you're definitely going to be off a few times. But, and then I would definitely suggest using a leveler and all that stuff like that. But if you've been doing it for a while, there's no way in the world you should be doing that. You should automatically be in your head. See? Boom. Easy. I didn't have to measure how far from the floor to the projector and all that. No. Just, and you're done. That's it. Because you've been doing it so many times, it's not even funny. You could literally do it in your sleep. But they try to do it like this, look professional, whatever, so and so and so. Don't just hang the freaking screen. I'm watching like 20 minutes to basically just someone using a leveler and both people are hanging it and they got to run this diagnostic on the screen and make sure everything's leveled and calibrated. Really? Don't waste my time doing that. On the screen, we're done already. That's it. Now, is the technology ultra short throw? Of course it is. Everything we develop is ultra short throw. Everything. It's a black ultra short throw screen. Isn't that cool? Everything runs off this thing. Everything, except for no knockoffs. We're doing that today. The knockoff demonstration. Why we tell you do not. And we're going to have people out there. They're going to be running up there with their Dr. J's and their 4488s and Saturns. The projectors have the weirdest names ever. Visual AK Max, all kinds of crazy stuff. And like, it's not going to work. Just don't do it. Email me and let me see this. No, it's not going to work anyway. Don't email me with that. Just basically, if you go to the website, it's right there. We don't support knockoffs. Don't even think for a hot second, because we got a 50 lumen projector to pull that a knockoff's going to work. It's not going to work. Don't even try it. I would rather you contact me, so that way I can hook you up with one of the merchants that I do business with all the time, and I can get you a nice projector. Now, this is a merchant I was dealing with. This guy not only gave me the ultra short throw projector for $300, but it came with a ton of, two sorts of software. It came with the interactive pens, and I was about to throw it out, but the box felt kind of funny. I was like, how much packing that he put into this, and realized that it had the stand connected to it to mount it to the ceiling. Got that one downstairs. Gave me that one for free. So these are merchants I keep in contact with. Now the merchant I bought the projector from, the one upstairs, apparently I have bought from, because it tells you if you bought from this merchant before. And the projector was perfectly fine. Man, it's clean and it's mint. But you gotta go down and give him a nice review too on top of that. So I'm going to take a picture of my screen with the projector and everything, give them a nice review, let people know that it worked perfectly. Another friend of mine, he's working with a merchant that I deal with, and he got one of the projectors, and it had a little line at the bottom. Nothing really noticeable, but he basically talked to the guy about it. The guy told him to keep that projector, and I'll send you out another one. That's freaking cool. But then again, all the people we work with are real nice people at the end of the day. I give eBay a lot of freaking money at the end of the day, and I don't even basically do business with them. I do business with them, but I buy from them mostly. I don't sell anything on eBay. Top of you like the screen? Is the screen amazing? On our $300 720p ultra short throw projector. So yesterday we did long throws. This time we ran. Oh, we gotta run retro pile this. I got my Dreamcast down here too. 4K demonstrations. She's not being nice with me. Why are you not being nice with me? We got some new videos on here too.
Make this the summer you realize the farther you go.
Now, weather is good today. We're blessed with good weather. We're going outside with this setup. Did she just bounce me completely out of the whole freaking menu? Like, literally was in there looking at something else. You know what? We'll go here. If not, she keeps acting up. I'll unplug her and put her back in.
Projects, candidates, and Zoom sessions. Here's to those with summer jobs. And the workers to man, built to serve.
I see you. Told you. He watches TV. Like, that's what he'll do. That's why that's his sofa over there. He has his own sofa to himself. The love seat is his. He sits right there and he watches TV. He don't care what's on. Mostly he likes the nature channels, but if we're watching like the channels where people are going out in the woods, if someone has a dog, he'll watch that. Watch anything. Told you, we sit back, we watch Netflix, we'll sit right there and watch the whole movie with me. Now I figure Taco's paint's done. We got the Infinity Blue and the Scarlet Extreme Samurai. I told you these are going to be out of the box paints. We're going to be doing something completely different with these products right here. It's going to be part of a collection line we're going to have. We're going back to the original black, which means I'm not doing any more gunmetals. Ever. No point. So that's why we got the sale on the site right now. We got them at $170. They paint up to 150 inches, 32 ounces, and it's free worldwide shipping. So it doesn't make a difference where you live on the planet. It's free. No surcharges, none of that. Now this technology, it'd probably be, no, I don't even know when we're going to be launched, just to tell you the truth. I'm still having fun figuring out exactly what we could throw at it. And as you can see, whatever projector we use, it's always going to produce a 100% contrast. It's going to make a difference. Let me get my fan out of this shot too. Watch some TV top. Now, I'm going to bring in probably about 4 different 1,000 lumen projectors because I want to see different models on this machine. On the screen. How it's going to basically react to it. Because that'll give us an idea of exactly how. We got it right now at 15, but I want to go a little lower than that. We'd like to have it at 1,000 lumens requirement. Of course, you can go a little lower than that too, but we want the requirement to be at 1,000 lumens. That pretty much covers just about everything. And then we'll do some Pico projectors. We'll get some more of those. Hey. Now the ounces, haven't figured that out yet. That's why we got the 120 inch being built downstairs because again, that's the maximum size. It's going to come in the surface you're going to get. It's going to allow you to do 100 inch to 120 inch. We'll put our measurements down so you know exactly how to cut the wood and what size you would need. So we'll help you with everything you need to build the frame. Not a problem. That's why I did the exact measurements. So I would have that right there for you. So that way when you build your frame, you got the exact measurements. Hey. Oh, by the way, did I mention this is 720p, right? All right. Hey. Look at the green pop. Oh man, this technology is good. To keep on moving. I do not like to be too close to the screen. You know how that works for Mr. Bird, right? I like to be close to the screen. I like to show the entire environment off. It's one thing I hate the most when I got people that are sitting too close to the screen. Why are you even over there? So we got the surface coming in today that we're going to attach today, and we have the rest of the formula coming in on Wednesday. And I got trash day in a few minutes, which means I got to be geared up, take all the trash out to the front. Taco. Oh, by the way, projector sits in eco mode 2. Our projector's in eco mode. Oh, they're remote control right now.
What are you inside your box, eh? What are you doing in your box, eh? What are you doing in there? You're hiding in your box, eh? Your box, eh? All in your box, eh? What are you doing in your box, eh? Well, you're being dangerous in your box, eh? What are you doing in your box?
Attacking me? What are you doing? You're a funny cat. Inside your box. Oh, nice bright colors on here. Very nice. What you doing? Guy's running about the house like a madman. "4K snow screensavers." Yeah, she's definitely not. Right. Let's get her unplugged and get her back in. Definitely not listening. Like that commercial where the guy was just trying to get into his front door using voice recognition software and it just wasn't reading him. Yeah, that's the reason why I don't trust it. Next time we do the backyard, I'm cutting it with a blowtorch, I swear, or a freaking flamethrower. I'm not bumping into whatever that was ever again. AK Desired Nature.
Getting it from YouTube.
There we go. Now she understands. All right. Now the reason why we like to show this demonstration off because it has amazing contrast levels. But like I told you before that when you're showing off contrast levels, they must be done in a fully lit environment. What we see when we see ultra short throw demonstrations are a lot of demonstrations sitting in the dark, especially when it comes to contrast levels in the dark. Let's see, $300 for the projector. Screen paint when it launches is going to be around $640. $940. And you got, like I said, we see people up there with 33, 25, 27, 28, $100 projectors, and they can't do this. They're stuck in the dark. Now, is there anything wrong with their projectors? No. It's the screen they're having the issue with. Projector was fine. Got a 720p over there, and that thing's specification is much lower than the projectors we view on YouTube. And look at that right there. Screen plays a big role in how your projector is going to react. That's why when I shop on eBay for projectors, I couldn't care less if it's 720p. Just got to have, even if it doesn't have an HDMI port, don't care. We can use adapters for those. Don't need it. Someone's talking about lag in gaming. I have never, ever experienced lag in gaming on a projector. Never. They'll tell you anything just to sell you a machine. Lag. Yeah, okay. I've never seen it. And I've been in business for over 12 years. I've never experienced it. Everything I need, right? Like I said, when I'm shopping for projectors, it doesn't make a difference. So, quite frankly, our lumen count, we don't really care about that because we don't have to worry about that. We don't have to have a powerful lumen count in order for our screens to react. They'll react regardless. You don't have to worry about if it's 720p or 1080p or whatever. Don't care about that. Don't even care if it's not HDMI because we got adapters to run those. And people say, if you run an adapter, the picture quality drops. No, it doesn't. I got a Sony VPL FH30 at twin mode on it. One runs off a VGA adapter, the other runs on HDMI. You can't tell one from the other. It's just a nonsense they've been feeding you on these forum sites, and people believe that nonsense at the end of the day. And I'm here to tell you it's lies. Right there. I sit there and tell you, you're being misled. See somebody in a dark environment showing a contrast level, you're being misled. Half of the environments we see on freaking YouTube are fake. They're not even real. All rehearsed environments. So if you have that much power on a projector for contrast, why the freak are you sitting in the dark doing a demonstration? You shouldn't be. You should be in this environment right now. People tell you have to have a special projector for 150 inches. That's a lie. That projector costs 60 bucks. My screen's 150 inches. I can do it with all this lighting with no problem. And you go out and buy this projector because it has all these capabilities that you will never ever see because your screen can't bring it up. And for some people say, well, that's not true. We'll say your projector got a 12-bit processor or higher. And you're supposed to have millions and millions of colors, right? But yet, you're calibrating your projector to get your colors to go correct. Yeah, that's a huge red flag. If you got to calibrate a projector that has that color capability, that's not good. That is not good. If your projector has a high amount of contrast and you got to be in the dark because the contrast will wash out on you in a fully lit environment, that's not good either. You weirdo.
Make this the summer you realized the farther you go, the better it gets. And discovered that even out here, you're never alone. Make this the summer of Jeep with the most awarded SUV brand.
Excuse me, and I can't express this enough. For those that are trying to say that your customers are seeing contrast, no. Your screen should never, ever come up gray when you're displaying a black level. It has to produce a black level. You see the color of my projector sitting there? Yeah, it should not come up gray. I can never understand that. The bars at the bottom, those cinema bars are supposed to be black. They're not supposed to be gray. Never supposed to be gray. Never. I'm gonna do TCL. TCL 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube. Hey, Speed Racer, get it together. I'm not doing my camera.
Now, we never get people who pop into the room. They just come in here to report back. Hey, knock yourself out. Again, we're still at 1% on the technology. And when I ordered 2 key ingredients that are going to be coming in to advance the screen to make it better than what it is. Until then, we'll just be swapping out projectors back and forth on this thing because I need to know exactly what we can throw at it. We've gone from ultra short to long throw to pico. We got to do short throws tomorrow. I haven't done any short throws. So we got BenQ short throw, we got a ViewSonic short throw, and we got an NEC. And make sure we have enough videos on the archives on the screen or the screen paint. We've done multiple sprayed on demonstrations, so I got to do another one again on the 120 inch. We don't mind them popping in. Let them see exactly what true technology looks like. Now, certified companies would never pop into a live stream. Never. But they will wait till the stream ends and they will come in and watch the demonstration. We need to pop over to ABS forums too and ruffle some feathers. I love the fact that anytime that screen displays black, that is 100%. What I don't understand about the certified companies, how do you convince someone to spend more money for an ultra short throw screen? If you buy the ultra short throw screen, you definitely are not going to use it with long throw because that's not going to work. You have to use it with ultra short throw only. That's a lot of money to pay for a screen that only being used with one projector. These we can swap back and forth whatever we want. You have to have a special screen to take it outside, a special screen for ultra short throw. Really? I can't wait to get outside today.
What do you like it over here? Like it here.
Never have too much of a good day. Have one more. That is a very good day.
I've seen so many of these demonstrations done in the dark on ultra short throws. Sad. Very sad. projectors are designed for being trapped in the dark all day. It's supposed to replace the TV. Sharp 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Point example. See where that Pioneer pops up? See how the black the background's supposed to be? That's the way it's supposed to look. If you see this, and you see this in a dark environment, that's a massive fail. Especially on an ultra short throw. Definitely a massive fail. Let that one run. We got to discuss something real quick. I just read the specifications on, I hate to bring it up in this conversation. Only one person claims to make black paint. Trying to make like us. Partey? No, I just read your specification. Your product doesn't work on ultra short throw. We know why. I automatically know. Automatically know how your product is made. I know. Because when we test products out, a product that doesn't work on ultra short throw means that the product is basically not pulling a high enough white level. That's one of the problems right there. And ultra short throws can cause a black screen to cancel out extremely fast. So I noticed he's got his site open. And since you have your site open, there are two products that I want. I want your black paint over here for testing. But reading through your specifications, I can clearly see it's not worth my time. Your product doesn't work on ultra short throw. Are you kidding me? We're running ultra short throw right now in the next room. Not recommended. Used for ultra short throw projectors. That tells me at the end of the day, your screen paint's having issues. You can't pick up on an ultra short throw. An ultra short throw literally sits right up on top of the screen. That's one of the most easiest demonstrations to ever do. You pick up at a 160-degree viewing angle. That's why you can't pick up on an ultra short throw. We pick up at 190. We could do that at 190 outside. And you can't read on ultra short throw? Okay, that right there tells me right there from the door. I don't know how your product is supposed to be what's the word for it? Competing with our technology? Your black screen paint? You can't pick up on ultra short throw? That's not good. That means if you can't pick up on our ultra short throw, you can't use it in a fully lit environment. An ultra short throw, like I said, is sitting literally right up on top of the screen. So that's a 3,000 watt projector, 3,000 lumen, or maybe whatever it may be. Even if it's 2,000 lumens, it's still a lot of light at a short distance hitting a screen. Either his screen's having hot spotting issues or something's going wrong, but if you can't pick up on ultra short throw, there's a problem there. Now, the reason why certified screens don't pick up on some ultra short throws, or actually long throws, is because the long throw applications you can't be used with ultra short throw or short throw is because of the narrow viewing cone effect. That means the screen becomes dark around the edges. It's kind of hard to see. You may be having some serious narrow viewing cone issues. That's not good. See what I mean to tell you about when it comes to our specifications, how we test everything, we know everything that works. If it's not working correctly, we go back and we fix it, make it better than what it is. That's why we bring out ultra short, those fully lit environments, all that stuff, so you can see the screen running on just about everything you could possibly think of. But you're talking about this is supposed to be your ultra black, and you can't pick up on an ultra short throw projector? That's the easiest one to do. You're right up on top of the screen. Not recommended for use with ultra short throw projectors. You're doing the same stuff they're doing the same thing that the what do you call it? The certifieds do. They think it's all right because the certifieds do it. No, it's not all right because the certifieds do it. It's wrong. Because that means bottom line is the customer has to buy a certain screen. So the contrast levels he may, like we can pick up heavy contrast levels. We can use it on multiple projectors. They can't use it on multiple projectors. They have to pick and choose because their products don't work. That's why. That's why if you look on the other one, we call him the individual. We don't mention his name. The individual, if you look at it specifically, he doesn't have much of a specification. She's very short. But whatever he has on there, you will see that he's always recommending to be used in an ambient light controlled environment. In every single description, he puts that in there. Then how in the world are you guys competing with us? Because we don't deal with ambient light controlled environments. We specialize in ambient light projection technology. And nowhere in the specifications does it say ambient light control. It says we don't use or don't need ambient light controlled environments. But yours paint can't pick up on an ultra short throw. Are you kidding me? And you're only picking up 160 viewing angle? That's poor. That's extremely poor. Not good. That's not good at all. Of course, he's got it sold out. And look what he's got it put down as seasonal availability. So it's only available in certain seasons. No, that's a way of saying, AKA, that shopping cart right there, particular shopping cart, is going to stay locked when I'm ready to open it up or not ready to open it up. Oh, this is what we want. We want this. I couldn't care less about the rest of your stuff. I want what's in these two shopping carts right here. You can't see on ultra short throw. At the end of the day, freaking a black curtain can pick up on ultra short throw. It just can't accept and receive white levels, but it does pick up. You can't register on an ultra short throw? So we got two of these black paints here. This is what we're looking at. We're looking at the black paints. This is the other one right here. In this specification, this is also sold out. This one requires for you to be used and designed for dark environments. Are you kidding me? We don't use dark environments over here. Designed for dark environments, which means it's designed for a dark environment. Remember I told you about the theory of black screens? Black screens are supposed to have extremely hard complications when pulling up in fully lit environments because the screen, mind you, already is dark, all right? And if the screen doesn't have the ability to be able to generate a lot of white light, this best hope for basically being able to pull up a somewhat decent image is in a dark environment, because that means it's going to have to fight less in order to keep a bright enough image. So that's why a lot of the demonstrations we've seen when people are trying to develop darker screens will be in poorly lit environments due to the fact that the screen is struggling to be used in a well-lit environment because the screen is black. It's going to have a hard time pushing out white light, and therefore that's going to cause the screen to basically darken. That's why it has a better chance of pulling off in a what you call a darker, much darker environment. There you go. Perfect example. I was just telling you about that. And this is why when you read through the specifications, mind all the on camera, if you read through the specifications, you will see where they get as truthful as they possibly can, because if you can, you're misleading people. You have to be to back your products. That's why when you go to my page, you will see my screens displayed at 150 and 180, 250 inches. You'll see it outside on display and plenty of light hitting the screen. Demonstrations we're doing right now, demonstrations we do in the max out zone, you will see our screens in fully lit environments, because that's unheard of for a black screen to be able to do that. How are you competing with me in any way? In your description, you can't even pull that screen up in a fully lit environment. So when we get it here, guess where we're going to put it in? We're going to put it in the max out zone downstairs below. And I guarantee you that screen is going to go dark on you. It's not going to pick up chat. It's going to be very poor. Extremely poor. And then they put in some nonsense. This is the nonsense they put in. This is the crap you got to worry about. This is the nonsense mumbo jumbo that they put in there about how the Lux rating designed for dark environments to serve off-axle ambient light environment, blah, 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 blah. Guess what, buddy boy? I can pull my screen up downstairs in a max out zone at 129 inches, and I can do it with a 1,000 lumen projector at 16 feet away from my screen. Also, too, I can knock out a couple of black screens, gray screen paint, and certifies in the process. No. This is a bad idea. Your ounces are definitely off. 48 into 120. That's way off. But that's neither here nor there. 300 lux. Oh, that's bad. That's not even good. The fact that he's telling you have to be in a dark environment, that's already a bad sign right there. So you're definitely going to turn your home into a cave at the end of the day to project this screen. Yeah, that's bad. The gain is 8 to 9? And you're stuck in a darkened... Oh, that's a bigger lie. How are you having 8 to 9 gain and you're basically designed for dark environments? That's just... It's backwards. It's basically a company saying, oh, it's ambient light projection, but here's the kicker. You got to be in an ambient light controlled environment. No, man. This is all a lie. This is definitely a lie. Because I can walk over in the next room. I can show you an ultra short throw projector on my screen pulling up with no problem. That's a lie. He doesn't know what he's doing. Designed for standard short throw and long throw, not recommended for ultra short throw projectors. See it right there? Crystal clear. The fact that you put that in your specification shows me at the end of the day, your product will never be to compete with what we have over here. Our technology works with ultra short throw projectors. Our technology has been working with ultra short throw projectors since the 80s. Way beyond that. I got demonstrations of me outside on the screen at 140 inches. And you mean to tell me you can't pick up a black screen on an ultra short throw? This screen can beat certifies at the end of the day. I told you, people. I told you. What did I sit there and say? I told you the whole theory and scenario behind black screens for some people, not us, for y'all, for those people, is the fact that they will have difficulty picking up on ultra short throws, and one of the problems they're going to have is they don't generate enough white light, which means they have to be used in a dark environment in order to pick up a bright enough image. This kind of lighting right here, that screen would struggle. Downstairs, it would cancel out completely. Outside, not even working. And we got 250 inches of that outside. Are you kidding me? And you guys can't get the screen to pull up? That's what I was reading in the next room. So I seen he had a couple of shopping carts open, but then I noticed he had black paint on there. And I'm thinking, all right, we got to buy that. So I go down to click on it, it's sold out. Then it had seasonal. Open up seasonal. No, AKA that means you're afraid to open your shopping cart, and that's an excuse for not opening up your shopping cart. It's not the right season. So when is the right season? Because you didn't post what season you open it up. If you're going to put seasonal, then what seasons do you basically make that product available? There you go. When your product opens up, you'll go against this, which you will never see it. Your product should work regardless whether it's ultra short throw, long throw, whatever. He's doing the same dumb nonsense the certifieds do. Certifieds will say, oh no, you can pay $3,000 for that screen, but that doesn't work with ultra short throw. But if you pay $4,000 for this one, because you know they're not going to charge the same price. They're going to win the war. You're going to get an ultra short throw screen the same price as a long throw. You can pay a little bit more money. So if you want this one, you're going to have to pay more money. In case for this guy's scenario, I don't know how you're comparing yourself to me. I do demonstrations on ultra short throw projectors in fully lit environments. We don't have on a specification sheet that says you have to be in an ambient light control environment and this projector doesn't work with ultra. No, we don't say that. I have ultra short throws in my house, and long throws, and picos, and just about everything else you can name. All this stuff has to work. You see me in demonstrations like, hey, I'm swapping out my projector today for so and so and so. Yes, these screens are designed to be swapped out. I can swap my projectors out on them. There's no way in the world you would ever hear me come downstairs and, oh, we can't use this projector today because it doesn't work on that screen. My customers don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Because anything else you have on the website is useless to us. Any gray screen you have on there, that technology is going to wipe it with no problem. The only thing you have on your site worth for us going testing against is that black. But after what I read in the description, that's not good. You can't see an ultra short throw projector. We can read an ultra short throw projector. And in your demonstration, you're requiring dark environments, which means you wouldn't survive downstairs in the max out zone. Your screen wouldn't pick up. You don't have anything for me. That's what I was in the next room. I was in the next room getting ready to buy. And I saw the black paints. I was like, oh, shoot, I got black paints. I'll buy these. Shopping carts are closed. And it's seasonal. Not telling you what season it's available. And then when I read the description, I'm like, no ultra short throw. When they're doing a demonstration on ultra short throw right now. What are you talking about? Yeah. He said the exact same thing I told you. When we saw the eye paint screens, the fellow makes the black paint over in India, same thing, same scenario. Dark environment every single time because the screen has a really hard time trying to pick up a white level in a well-lit environment because the screen's black. You can't see ultra short throw. Yeah, there's a problem there. That's the problem when you're dealing with the certified screens that have that reflective coating. They do not pick up on ultra short throw projectors at all, period. Usually you have to have a special screen for that. So why would your customers go out and spend $160 for your product to be stuck in the dark? So whatever that black paint you buy, if you try to do the same thing we're doing through him, at the end of the day, you're going to be stuck in a cave. And it's not going to pick up at all, period, because that's what he stated. It doesn't pick up. That's not worth my that's not worth me taking $160 out of my pocket. Buying your product because it's already in specification, you already got problems. Man. That one person doing it. Fake, I mean, it's all the way around, they don't know what they're doing. It's just both of them have no experience and know what they're doing. You got one sitting there faked he's been faking his environments for years. What does that screen really look like in the real lighting that comes with that apartment? You'll never see it because at every demonstration the environment's fake. Overpowered projectors to try to make up for what the screen can't do. Calibrated projectors because the color's washing out and failing. And then on top of that, worse upon worse, products matching house paint. Last thing you want to hear at the end of the day. And then on top of that, to make that even worse after that, trying to hide evidence. Even worse. So that's what you're dealing with now. If it's not the certified screens that want to charge you too much money, you got to deal with the jokers out there that are not doing the job right correctly. I don't know how in the world you guys calling yourself the king and all this stuff, and you got a black screen that can't see an ultra short throw. That is sad. Huh? Oh well. Not my problem at the end of the day. My technology works. I don't know who in the world's going to buy that. You're not going to buy it. Number one, you got to do a 4-code application. You got to go through that freaking nightmare first, just to basically sit in the dark. So you spend all that money for a project, well, you can't use ultra short though anyway. It doesn't work. No point. That's a shame. Gentlemen, you need to stay in your backyard, because trust me, you don't belong in mine. You definitely don't belong in my backyard. That's how it's done. I put in that specification, compatible with ultra short throw. It's compatible with ultra short throw. Is she going to get the video or what? Oh.
Wake up. Open your eyes. This is Sony 4K. Beyond 4 times the resolution of 1920 by 1080. It will take you to another world.
Yeah. Oh, well, like I said, it ain't my problem, but I'm glad I read through that. There ain't nowhere in the world we go near that stuff. You might match black paint. Because black paint doesn't pick up on ultra short throws. That's the problem. It doesn't. It doesn't pick up at all.
It is a world seemingly
Could be a hot spotting issue. That could be it.
yet filled with fresh
Could be a number of
revelations.
things, and they're not good.
A young planet called Earth.
But an ultra short throw is the easiest demonstration you can do. Like I said, projector is literally sitting up on top of the screen. The distant throw is not even there. So there's no need for an ultra short throw to ever be in the dark. The reason why they're in the dark is because the screen can't see color and contrast and it washes out. That's why. That's nothing to do with the lumen count. The lumen count is perfectly fine. You can be 900 lumens and still pick up. You're right on top of the screen. The problem is the screen washes out. But if a black screen can't pick it up, oh, there's so many different issues to that, it's not even funny.
Sony 4K captures nuances that escape the naked eye to show you reality with colors and clarity that awaken all your senses and resonate deep inside. If you think you've seen it all, prepare to be amazed. This is Sony 4K. This is a new dawn.
Sony 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Welcome back to Flawless Utopia, your handcrafted beverage happy place.
There's nothing more to talk about on that one. It's unbelievable. Anyway, let's move on. We got things to do. We got time to dwell on other people's. Oh, my goodness. So I like this particular part of the demonstration because it transfers to black and back to light. So your screen basically having the ability to pick up contrast, color, and white levels all at the same time. Yeah. And white levels, that's the problem with the paint. Or sure they can't pick up on. I mean, it's having an issue with white levels. A really bad issue with white levels. And it has to be in dark environments, it's definitely white levels. I can tell you that right from the door. I'm an expert in that field, in black technology. I would know automatically from the door. We read those descriptions, but I'm watching people, like not only with that one, but I'm watching other people that are showing off black screens. We can tell that the screen's struggling with white levels. That's why they have it in a dark environment. I heard that from Paint On Screens, a company called Paint On Screens. We had their products out here. And when I was talking to the guy, I was asking about well-lit environments. He said, well, that's unheard of because, again, black screens have an issue with being able to pull up in very high, well-lit areas and be able to show white levels. Yeah, they haven't met us yet. We don't have that issue. I love this part. This is the transition from dark back into bright levels. So already, you know, the fact that they haven't done any of the tests properly, like, okay, like I told you that multi-screen stacking, they haven't done that test yet. You haven't seen those yet. Painting the screen again makes it slightly brighter. I haven't seen that one. Putting it against the wall to see if it blends in. We already saw that one, but again, they're not going to do it again. They're not going to repeat that mistake again. 4-coat process? No, no one's going to do that. At the end of the day, it's too much work. Waiting 7 days for a screen to dry? That's never going to happen. There's too many problems with it. The timeline of painting the screen is a headache, so it's too much. And then the fact that it can't for sure throw, it has to be used in a dark environment. That means the white levels can't pull. That's the problem. Either it's hot spotting, but I doubt that. I think mainly the problem is it can't pull a high enough white level, and that's why it has to be subjected to a dark environment. Now, even what we've seen from the gray screens already, they already wash out from the door. They don't pick up contrast for nothing. So that'd be a waste of my money at the end of the day. But you put it in your description. I mean, I've been in this business for a long time, way longer than you have. And I can tell by that description already, that's not a good sign for black paint. That's extremely bad. You should be able to pick up on an ultra short throw. Problem is your screen's coming out too dim and too dark. That's the problem. But the thing I don't understand is an ultra short throw sitting right up on top of the screen. It doesn't even have a distance throw from it. So you could be dealing with hot spotting too. That could be another issue. And yet this individual has still haven't placed an order through my website, and we're still waiting for that one. Well, like I said, after what I read in the description, I wouldn't dare give you a dime of my money at all, period. Because again, you can't pick up on an ultra short throw. That tells me so much information about the product. And the fact that you suggested they have to be in a dark environment, that's a bad sign. That means your white levels are failing. The only thing I can think about the ultra short throw having an issue, your screen's hot spotting. What else would you have it in? For a narrow viewing cone, that'd be impossible because you don't have a reflective surface. Only the screens that are made out of that's not even a paint what they use in the day. They're using a kind of like a film kind of material. So I can see the reaction in that, but a paint having that issue? That means it's hot spotting, something's going wrong. You can't have that much luminance that close to the screen. It has to be at a distance. And it has to be in the dark at that. That's not good. It's bad. paint that we did in November 2017. No, it was 2017 we did that with the other product on the 8. It had oil. No, it required Vaseline, like an oil. So when he was selling that product, the problem he had with it was hot spotting. Of course, because you got oil in it. Man, you don't know what they're doing. All right, well, what are we done here for today? Oh, for a minute, not for today. I gotta come back in. I still gotta be outside. Whoopsie, we bumping my own stand. Blowing my taco, knocking my stand out. I bumped my own stand. Actually, I'm sorry, I was in Eco Mode 3. I thought I was in 2, but I'm in Eco Mode 3. So this whole entire time, my projector sits in Eco Mode 3. And that technology, all our technology, pulls up on ultra short throws. And I don't know how. Well, I already know from the door, just by what I read in the comment and then the specification sheet, that projector's having a difficult time with ultra short throw, and that's an easy, very easy demonstration to do because again, your projector's sitting right up on top of your screen. And then you have to be in the dark on top of that. That's not good. That's multiple problems. White levels are too low, and with the projector being ultra short throw, it can be dealing with hot spotting, or it may not even pick up at all because the white levels are too low. That's pretty bad. You're quiet right now? You're on the corner now? Weirdo. Weirdo. I'm waiting for the whatchamacallit to load up, because it's going to load up. Gaming system on here always loads up. Watch, the minute I go into freaking hot, go into Google, automatically it's going to load up. It does it every time. Here we go. Yeah, I was gonna load up. I gotta get a wireless keyboard and mouse for this thing. Main network. On. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot the adapter. I gotta buy me an adapter. Bye. Get in there. Oh, I gotta entangle this with Charles. No. Bring it, no. I gotta configure the controller for this one and that one. Great. Seriously? Are you kidding me? Put it out. You know, and it's a nice little game right now. Today ain't come now. Here we go.
Everything he cooks is so unhealthy. Very, very tasty. It's so unhealthy. I want to say right after you say.
That's what I said. You got to be kidding me. They don't work on ultra short throws. Y'all don't know anything about ultra short throw projectors. I know these guys, when I signed, they're expert. They don't know jack about ultra short throw projectors. You got one fellow at the end of the day can't even do. This was a 150-inch challenge. As I told you before, you don't have to go out and spend money for these expensive projectors that tell you that, you know, it's the only way you're gonna get a 150-inch screen. Yeah, voila, that's my $60 projector right there. Again, how are they going to save you money if they can't save themselves money at the end of the day? So that screen right there costs $341 for our customers. Projector I paid for is $60. This is my setup. So that's about $401 and then $401. And then with the soundbar, $120, $521. That's what I paid for my system. and my screen is bigger, projector's more affordable, and again, like I said, and I can see 100% contrast. Oh, man, I tell you, when I finally retire out of the industry, well, I feel sorry for you guys, man, because I've seen the stuff they got out there, and it is really messed up. So your options are really next to nothing. When I retire, next to nothing. You're going to deal with the certified screens, and they're going to charge you an arm and a leg, or are you going to deal with them jokers that don't even know what they're talking about at the end of the day? Washed out screens, tiny little screens. All right, well, we're down here. I'm going to be, what do I got to do today? We got more demonstrations doing the short throw. Definitely want to play with this screen. I love playing with this screen right here. I'm going to relax for the rest of the night. I'm doing it. I jump on the game system for a little bit. But this is how it's done, people. You don't have to go out and spend all this money, as I've been telling you. And after what I read in that description, no, I wouldn't dare pay any money for your product. It's not worth our money. It's not. There's no way in the world that I'm going to be sitting in the dark doing demonstrations on a product that should be used in a well-lit environment. I hope your product doesn't say it's ambient light rejection, because no. If black screens are designed to absorb light to the one screen that should be to pull up in a fully lit environment. But if you already had the description, they have to be in the dark and they can't be to ultra short throws. That's not a good idea. That's not good all the way around. And as for the gray screens, they're definitely not going to pick up downstairs. They're going to definitely wash out. You got certified gray screens that don't even pull up down there correctly. You have nothing on the website for it. It's not a thing. It's nothing there. It's like the other one. There's nothing on his site that we can actually, that'll match anything we have over here. This is why I told you that we're just going to stick to basically doing certifieds only. Everything else is just going to be nothing more than a waste of my time. That's what it's going to be. A waste of my time. All right. Gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless.